Good morning. Welcome back to our time together to start our day with coffee. Exploring this week how God nourishes us, feeds us, should I say. And I want to turn to the Psalms. You know by now I'm a fan of the Psalms and unique perspectives on these texts. Here we are, Psalm 78. Psalm 78. The subtitle that I have in my translation is God's Goodness and Israel's Ingratitude, right? Um, Basically, the summary of the psalm is all the good that God is doing, freeing the people, leading them, providing for their lives, all these good things, and yet this is done in spite of people not being thankful, not responding in positive ways all the time, right? Demanding more. That's interesting. How much is enough? And I brought it into this discussion because I think of here, verses 17, verse 17. Or sorry, 18. They're talking about this time in the desert, going back to the murmuring tradition we talked about in the book of Numbers before. But they tested God in their heart by demanding the food they craved. They spoke against God, saying, "Can God spread a table in the wilderness?" Even though he struck the rock so that waters gushed out and torrents overflowed. Can he also give bread or meat for his people? Right? Even after God has fed them with living water, right? That's not enough. But God continues to feed them, right? God it goes on basically to recount in an artistic form the feeding of the people in the wilderness that Bishop was referring to. So it's funny, why would a psalmist want to continue? Well, bringing back to that, why do we need a psalm on this story that the Bishop preached on? Well, I think it's because it's a message we need to hear again. How quick the people were to abandon God and their ways in the wilderness. How quickly they were to forget all the good things that God has done and demand more. I think, too, how much this story is something that we live in this country in a great abundance. And yet, how much is enough? How much do we need, and how much do we want? What is it that God provides, what we need or what we want? Or is it sometimes both? It's a question to explore. I don't want to treat God like a genie in the bottle. I make a wish and poof, I am provided for. I think God does provide, but it's not necessarily in the ways we expect. It's not in the ways that we want, but the ways we need. There's a distinction there. So yes, I think the Psalm 78 continues that conversation in an artful form, in a memorable form, in a way that's not heavy narrative, but can be recited easily. This is a lesson that the people of God in every generation continue to learn. What is it that you need today? Look for God to have provided.